Ah. Yes!
Thank God.
Did you see that?
No.
Just floated through the asteroid belt unscathed. Oh, hello there. We are back. This is Commander Duplessis with Commander in Training, Succombe.
Yes. Yes, I am in training. It's been many weeks.
Since our last episode, right?
Yes. Many Earth weeks. I think it's been a matter of seconds up here in space.
Yeah.
But for you mortals, it's been about 3 weeks. So, welcome back.
Mortal Kombat!
Huzzah. How's the training going? Am I doing all right?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Thank you very much.
You already learned the engine room. You got the steam going. Folks,
Steam room?
Yeah.
There's a steam room? No one told me there's a steam room.
Yeah, that's so some of the iterations of how these spaceships are flying, we're learning there's different, fossil fuels is one rendition. Then we move to the hydro steam, so elevation can be created through levitation. And now we're moving into the next vibration. And so we're learning, folks. Well, we've actually, I'll be completely honest with you, we stumbled across this ship here, and we don't quite understand fully how to operate it. So we actually are all going on a journey together. We're going to learn how to operate this amazing technology because this here, our planet Earth, this is why we're all doing this. We're just really here to remind one another of this amazing technology of the Earth, which is also a spaceship flying through space at God knows how.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. It's its own. What's it powered by? Is it? Well, I don't know what it's powered by anymore. It's been so long.
Well, yeah. What?
Faith and hope, I guess. I don't know.
Well, earlier today, when I was in this command station, I had this vision, and I was seeing the Earth as this consciousness, and realizing that we ourselves, we are the as above, so below, the microcosm of the microcosm. This Earth here has all its undulations. It is made up of all these organic materials. The water's flowing, has the atmosphere of the air. It has the earthquakes and the volcanoes and the tornadoes. So this Earth with the tides, it's undulating and oscillating and growing and changing and transforming. It's a living entity. And beneath the surface, there's this lava, this energy that seems to be, or maybe who knows how it's all constructed, but it made me think of the 4 elements: earth, water, air, and fire, and we can break those down into carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, and maybe the 5th element is space.
So here we are residing in the 5th element.
Which, if any of you have been watching the Earth film Frozen 2, you will realize that that is actually the theme that the children are being taught about right now, the 5th element. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's been a very long time since I've seen an Earth movie.
Well,
do we have an Earth movie dome?
An Earth movie dome, yes. Right here, we'll be watching some Earth movies later on in our explorations on our cosmic screen here back home on the home dome. But what I'm seeing, good Commander, is that all of us are ascending to the heights at the same time because we are on this same. Well, we're out here observing it now, but we're all on this journey together, Earth. So when one of us ascends, we take the rest of us with us on that journey.
So I have a question for this ponderance.
Ponderance.
I have a ponderance for this ponderance. Is that redundant? If we're all on this planet together, are we with the planet when we're out here in space? What's the relationship between the Earth ship? I hear the Earth kettle brewing.
In the steam room.
In the steam room.
All right.
You have to excuse me, folks. I have to go to the Space Earth steam room.
Yes. So while he does that, I will unpackage this in the space-time continuum, and I believe his question I will reiterate when he returns with the Earth beverage. But I believe what his curiosity was is that if we are here observing the Earth, then how are we related? And so, folks, what I think is when we look out here at all these stars, see all these stars here. When I look at the sun now, I have this realization only in recent years that the sun is also a star, just like these many billions of stars that we see in the sky. So to answer your question, good sire, I was reminding to answer your question that when we look at this...
Would you like a cuppa?
Oh, yes.
Lovely.
Your commanding and training is going excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Come on.
So when we look up at the sky and we see all these stars, and we realize that the sun is a star as well. So perhaps around any of these stars could be considered like our sun. And what is around our sun but planets? So there may be infinite amount of planets in this giant galaxy around us. And with the infinite amount of planets, thank you, kind sir.
You guys, huh?
Ah, yes, fresh out of the steam bath.
It's hot in there.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know if the folks at home see the steam, but it's kind of how we keep warm up here in the space. This is chilly.
What you may not know about space life is that boiling temperature is 923 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which
is
is Celsius?
Approximately, good question, approximately slightly less.
That's true.
Yes.
Good call.
Divide by 5/9 to the square root of 3, and
The formulas.
add 10.
Well, Commander, we were while you're in your stead, we were exploring your question about if we are out here observing this Earth ship now in our spaceship, our light ship, then how are we all connected? So I was relating the idea that if we look out here at all these beautiful stars in our galaxy, and insight I've only come into recent years insight that our sun is also a star, and so we look at all these here. These are all different, I guess you could say, solar systems where there may be planets very similar, if not like in our solar system. And so it makes me think also as above, so below in terms of cells and quantums.
They're all moving.
They're all moving. So we're all...
Amazing.
So I guess the way I was relating it, Commander Alex Secombe.
Sorry, Commander Matthew.
Yes.
I did not preface before.
Is that imagine within our body are all the cells, and within all the cells and have all the quantums. In the quantum physics realm, there's all this space in between the particles.
Near infinite, by all accounts.
And so I'm kind of seeing that this out here, as above, so below, we are just a microcosm of all of this quantum world. These are all the different little particles. Boop, 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 boop.
Space particle?
Yeah, all these things we call planets and suns, they're also particles. So imagine then we're residing in another grand body, which could easily be someone just like ourselves for all we know. We could be all inside in galaxy within another consciousness.
Yes, that's a sobering thought. Make me think of the cosmic web.
Let's get sober.
Aha! Cheers.
Cheers.
In case you're wondering, it's not hot vodka. It's hot water, earth water, and
a little of the hydrogen
heated
to oxygen.
heated to a space temperature of what did we say earlier? 900 Fahrenheit.
That's right.
Which
900
is
Fahrenheit.
And in Celsius, it was what? Slightly less.
Slightly less.
Aha. And lemon. Which
Earth lemon.
Earth lemon. It's the best kind of lemon. Did we import this lemon, or did we grow it in our lemon dome?
I believe that was the last one that we imported from the Spaceship program. But there'll be some new fresh ones growing soon, and that's the next part of the ship that we have yet to actually explore and uncover. This ship is massive, by the way. Each one of these screens here is actually giving us access to different parts of the ship. So in future episodes, as we start exploring, there's a lot of construction that needs to be done. As we mentioned, this was an abandoned ship, and so far, this room here, the command station, is the most active We're just learning how to circulate energy to the other parts, just like as we're all learning how to circulate energy throughout our ship of the body. And so each time we tune in, we're going to share our insights with you, what we've learned, what we tuned into, and help us all reconnect with the wisdom that our beautiful consciousness of planet Earth has to share with us now that we can see it out here floating in this beautiful expanse.
You know, I miss the green. It looks so nice down there.
Yeah.
But we're on a mission now. I'm still, like, personally, I'm asking Commander Matthew, like, almost every day now, like, what on earth, if you excuse the...
What off Earth?
What off Earth happened to the previous crew? You know?
I thought of that.
It's, there's no bodies anywhere. It's just empty, all over. The Citradome, which I think I earlier referenced as a lemon dome, I didn't want to be prejudiced. It's a Citradome. You know, chock full of gorgeous citric fruits, but no one to be found who was clearly having to tend them. So I don't want to get too macabre about it, but you know, here we are discussing matters of great importance. But we're yet to find a single trace of the previous crew. So maybe, I'm just going to posit this, you know, potential. Maybe they realized to such a high level a sense of personal harmonical, what's the word? Space word. Resonance, that they just simply disappeared, and they went wherever one goes when one simply disappears. You're talking about maybe, you know, all of this is perhaps inside something ultra-dimensional that maybe they vanished into one of those places, like way outside into beyond n+1 dimensions.
Well, I'm glad you said it. You kind of read my mind, because I've read some ancient sacred texts in the past that has suggested that as these what we call the human entity becomes deeper into self-awareness and deeper in expanding our exponential consciousness, that as we learn about the true reality of form and true reality of the material world, that we realize that it is not as solid as we had once been conditioned to believe. And so perhaps they had either, the prior crew had learned that and somehow was able to merge into that awareness so fully that they became, maybe they're here now for all we know, present as the ancestral energy watching over us, or perhaps they have actually vibrated into another iteration where there's another ship out there somewhere they're still going, but they left this carcass behind.
Maybe they perfected personal teleportation. They didn't even need machines. Maybe they realized such a degree that they were the machine.
Yes.
And that they could just simply vibrate themselves into a different place, time.
Yes. No, actually, while you were gone, I was
doing
housekeeping, and I found an Earth book here in the library. I don't know if you can read this here. It's in reverse. It's called the Pleiadian Workbook, Awakening Your Divine Ka. This here is actually what I have been exploring.
We're not affiliates, by the way. We don't make any commission from this.
This here is actually referring to the Merkaba of the body. So that's what you made me think of when you said personal transportation device. Where you see the divine masculine and feminine united with the cosmic soul. I believe that's where we're all headed, friend. That might be part of our destination. This may be a manual of sorts of how to fly this ship, actually.
Why is this not part of the commander training Bible?
Well, as we said, we had found this ship, and so we're just learning our roles here. So I believe we're going to actually start creating some training modules for all you out there who would also like to become commanders. And so stay tuned soon. We're going to put together a whole program of series of trainings as we learn. We're basically just one step ahead of you as your guides here on this cosmic Earth journey, and we're happy to bring you aboard as soon as our teleportation station is ready and built.
Yeah. Here. Thank you, Commander. Here.
Yeah. So with no further ado, we will tune in again as we go into warp drive. In Lakesh Alakin, Ho'oponopono, and your favorite phrase?
Nazwin.
Nazwin.